Hey guys, Emmett here. Today we are going to be continuing our game. This is episode 3 on working on the friendly monsters. In today's episode, we are going to be working on the portal and basically all the materials that we can get for the portal. Now I want it to be 3 stages, as I mentioned in the last episode. I want it to be, let's pull this up. I'm actually going to save this and start a new one so I can show you. We'll call this land. Sure, I don't know. Let's open up a new one and that closer. And then what we're gonna do is, I wish I could zoom out. But basically, what I want to do is there's going to be 3 stages. So the first stage is just going to be the platform, which is going to look like something like this. Probably not even. It's just going to be like a stand, like a box kind of thing, like so. And it's going to be brown. This is the only type of brown they seem to have, so we're going to use that. So this is going to be the first stage, which will need wood for. So we're going to work on the platform and we're going to work on wood and collecting wood. Now the next stage is the iron. So this is going to be, this is going to make the ring. It's going to be this, like something like this. It's going to be like a, not that. It's going to be like a, you gotta get what I'm trying to, go for. It's gonna be like a circle basically, but in pixel art that would be like squares. So it would be like a circle with the box that we already placed on it right here. So we have, let me clean this up a little bit. So, and the portal is actually, because this is only going to be the ring, it's not going to be actually ignited. So we have the portal here, and then of course the box here, something like that. And then the third stage, and of course the, so this would be the second stage. And then the last final stage will be the energy, if I could spell right, energy crystal. Okay, and then this is basically just going to be the same thing as that, but this is going to be, hold on, let me showcase that a little bit better. Something like that. And of course the box. So we got, let's put that like that so it doesn't go into each other. So we have this, the portal. So this is what the iron is going to be for. This is what the wood is going to be for. And then of course the green for the crystal would be this part, but obviously it's going to be like a more of a electrifying type kind of thing. So it's obviously going to look better than this. This is just a rough sketch. So this is basically what it's going to be. Of course, this is the what is that? The final stage, which then in here we can actually go through. You know what I mean? So, okay, so down here, I'm going to, so actually, if we can, hold on, let me save this. What? Back. Save, we're going to save this as Portal. And now let's go ahead and open up, land. Because this one here I did off camera. So basically this is the shed here. And then we have the portal going to be over here. So, so actually, instead of putting portal, I'm gonna just draw it. So we have the portal. What is that? I'm trying to do a quick sketch. Okay, here's the portal. Okay, so gray for this, brown for this, and green for this. So you kind of get an idea of what's going on. So this is going to be the portal. Obviously, we've got to go through the 3 stages. Now, I've planned, or I've brainstormed what I would like to do for, or how to get the 3 parts. Now, in a world that I already have, I made a test world to make sure that this actually works, and I did figure out a way to actually make it so where you can click on the tree, and it drops wood, and then you can then click that wood. So we're going to do that as well, so that's pretty exciting. And then up here, we're going to have it so we can come up here behind the house, and there's going to be like a cave entrance up here, which is where we can get the energizing crystal. And then I made it so we can actually, because I did say in the last episode, I'm pretty sure, like, I was like, maybe, like, over this way we can, like, go over to, like, a road, but then I kind of got mixed up between the actual thing. But then I was like, well, that might actually work, because I'm thinking about, because the energy crystal, so we are making, as a scientist, we're making energy crystals in our backyard, which is what we need for this. We can obviously go collect that, which I can kind of use for the same idea, maybe, or just like pick it up. Now, I don't plan on having an inventory in this game, or any, like, what's it called? Any way to, to show that you have the items, but it's fine, because all you gotta do is just click it, and then you got it. So, and then you just bring it back, and then the portal will be, yeah. So, down here over this way, we're gonna make a pathway, and also, as you can see, I did close this off a bit. I'm not sure if I did that in the last episode, or if I did that. I think I did that off camera, where I closed this off, because I was like, it's too big. It's such a big map, so it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna shorten it down a little bit. So over this way, we're going to be headed off into a town, which is going to get iron. So there's going to be a local mine. There's going to be our cave. So over here is going to be the local mine. So we go to road 2, local mine. So it's going to be a town, but we're not going to do a town. There's going to be a pathway that will lead to town, and then a pathway that leads to the local mines. So we're not going to actually go to the... I don't ever plan on going into town in this thing. It's just going to be there. Like, we know it's there because we live next to a city or a town. Listen, you may think it's kind of like Stardew Valley, and it does give off a lot of Stardew Valley, because I absolutely love that game. But obviously it's a different style of a game, not style, because they're both RPG, top-down view type games, in the 2D world, I guess you could say. But this is scary and more with monsters and everything like that. So this is the house, and we come back, and there's going to be a road here, and there's going to be, if we can go up and create a new one, we'll save. There's basically going to be a long road that goes like this, and then this way would be town, which we'll never go to, and then up here would be the cave, or at least something to bring us to the cave. I think it's just going to be straight up right here, just to be easy, so we're going to have to make like a cave entrance and stuff like that. So, we can go ahead and save this, and we'll just put cave, just so we have it. So, that's basically all we're going to be doing today. So, yeah, if I go over to, let me close this out. If I take you over to the, I didn't need to close it out, I just needed to minimize it, but it's fine. If I take you over to the test project, I'll show you real quick what I did. So over here, I basically made a land and everything, and then we have this tree here, which if I play the scene, we can go over and we can, I just made a quick character. This is not, this is, yeah. So what we do is we left click on the thing, the tree disappears into this thing, and then we right click and then it goes away, which if you show when we right click, it actually pops up in the thing here and it says 1 plus wood, plus 1 wood collected. But okay, let me bring you over into here. So basically what I did is I got a collision shape here. Now I could actually probably move this collision shape up more, but I kind of made it down here so we can actually walk around the tree. Now basically what I got here is I got one as tree and then one as wood. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this as the tree, and instead of having this stump, I'm actually going to make like something that looks like logs. So it's like logs like bundled up together, and we're going to have this here, and then it's going to let us know that we collected wood. So actually it looks more like wood rather than that. So let's head over to the script. So this is basically all I got for the script. We got our onReady variable of our animated sprite, and we have an input that, so it can, so it knows when we're pressing left click or right click. So, or the left mouse button and the right mouse button. So when we click the left mouse button, the animated sprite will play the wood. I'll show you. It'll play the wood animation. So it starts off as this, and then when we click left, it will then appear to this one. So yeah, and then what we'll do is then when we click right on this one, the right mouse button, it will then it will print +1 wood collected, and then queue free. So it'll just disappear, and then we can never pick it up again. So I'm glad that actually worked, because I've been trying the past few days trying to figure out how to make this work the way that I would like for it to. So that's basically what we got for that. So let's head back into our other world. Okay, so now before we go ahead and do everything that we just did, I'm also going to, so we do have a few pieces of stuff in here already. I might add, I'm confused, why is the tile map gray like this? Oh, is it because we're in the background? Just ground? Background, we have no background, so I might as well just get rid of the background. Background, because we don't have the background, so we don't have a background. Because that would normally be like a sky if I was doing like a 2D, not like a top-down view. So basically here, what we're going to do is we're going to, so we're going to have some of these around. So let's go over to the trees, plant some more of these. Apple tree up here, so it's more variety of trees. And then we're going to basically make a new tree, which we are going to be using just so it looks like the other one. So we're going to have regular trees like this, which are the ones that you can't mine. The apple trees you can't mine. So it's only the only ones that you will be able to mine is, so I'm going to actually change this to a area 2D, because we actually, the mouse needs to go into it. So we're going to add an animated sprite. Now we're going to use, let's get rid of all that. So for here, we're going to we're going to have two. We're going to have one, which is going to be the tree, which is going to be on autoplay. So it opens when we, or so it's like the tree when it opens, if you know what I mean. If you know what I'm trying to say. So we're going to do 1, 3. And then we're going to take this one. So this is the one that it's going to stay as. And then we're going to actually make our own one, which is going to be wood. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to put this in scenes. Let's rename this to, we'll say, what can we call this? Collectible tree? Or should we just name it wood? Wood, because this is what we're collecting. So let's put that in scenes. Let's head over into Pixel, because we're going to make both 3 things, and I'm going to try to use the same thing for mining and for, well, just mining overall. So like when we go over to this video, so I can already sense this video is going to be long. I might make this a 2-part and do the wood and the ore in this one, or because, well, I might do the energy crystal and the wood in this episode, and then the next episode just focus on the mines, because that's just like, because the wood, because the way I want to do the local mines, I plan on doing different stages. Like, you're gonna, like, 1, you're gonna have coal, 2, you're gonna have iron, and obviously that's all you're gonna be needing. It's just all, you know, iron and coal. So that'll probably be next episode. This episode I'm just gonna focus on the first few things. So this is gonna be part 1. It's gonna have to be, because if not, we're gonna be here for like 6 hours, and I don't really feel like doing that. So also, if it would help if I stop talking, but so we're gonna do wood. So basically, I kind of have something like this in mind. So it's like, I kind of like it like this. How is it holding together? I don't know. But let's go ahead and export this. So now we got this done. So now we need the portal. Kind of make this like a, I guess, because if we put this down on the bottom, this would look good, right? Put this down here more, and then we'll have the portal on top, and it will be kind of made, like, it will look like it's made out of the material that it is. So honestly, I think that's actually quite good. So let's go ahead and export this, rename it to base, and that was that part. So let's, before we continue the rest, let's go into, what am I doing? Into here. Let's go into here. Let's, as the tree, we got the tree here. Let's add in our assets here, the two assets that we got. So let's go ahead and put in our wood here. So this here will probably be 0, and this here would be 1. So we would want this one. So now when we're this, but then once we collect it, it'll be like, bam. But I do kind of want this to be down more. So it's not gonna work like that, is it? I shoulda, coulda, hold on, let me go fix it. Let's try this. Let's open it up. So we have two, so we got this one and this one. So 0, 1, or 1 and 1. Open, so it is down a lot more. So let's actually put it here. So now we got that and that. So it does kind of look, it's still not quite, because I do want it to touch the, what's it called? I do want it to touch this here. So it would be like on the ground. And I wonder if I could actually make an animation to where it's like, hold on. Let me go ahead and add in this one. Put 1 by 1. Put that one on the front here. So it kind of looks like it's... So we're obviously going to start here, and then it'll drop. Obviously, we're going to want that off. And we're going to do 3 probably. So when we play, it'll drop. So obviously we're going to be up here, and then it's going to drop down. And then we're going to make probably one so it's up a little bit more, and then down. Do I want that, or do I just want it like boom boom, like it's falling? Okay, so if that's the case, then I'll probably get rid of that one. I'm just trying anything at this point. So this one, 1 by 1. Yeah, so it'd be like, bam, perfect. That's actually perfect. So from here, it would be here, and then, bam. So we're actually going to probably want that to be a little bit faster, because we want it to, as soon as it drops, or as soon as you click it, it drops down. So I think that's actually pretty good. Let's add a collision shape. First, before we do this, let's make sure we have it on this one, because that's where we want it to start. Let's add a collision. Now in the other one I did add a collision polygon, so I'm going to be doing the same thing, because we do want it to be about the same as this, but like a little bit up around here, so we can walk around the entire thing. Alright, so now we're going to go up here and make a script, put this into our scripts folder. Then we're basically going to do the same thing, which is put in our animated sprite. Then we're going to go Node 2D, click on this. We're going to put input event. And then we're going to, my bad. There we go. Make it a little bit more organized, or easy to read or something, I don't know. But then we're going to go to, but then we're going to say if input dot is action just pressed. We do have, I think I already, yeah, okay. It's the same thing. Basically, I just put click L for left, and then click R for right, and then basically just the same thing, like this for left, then for right. So basically here we will want, for this we would want L, or the left one. So then we do that, and then we go in here, we're going to say animated sprite 2D dot play. So now we're going to want it to play the wood animation. So, and then we're going to come down here, and we're going to say if input dot is action just press. Now we're going to do the right one. We're going to say print +1 wood collected, and then we're going to say Q free. So it kind of disappears when we press it. Now, the one thing I did notice while making this scene is that if you can press right before, if you press the right button before the left button, it'll just disappear anyways. But I don't know. I feel like let's go down here. Let's add tile set. Let's add in our this here, or actually, I don't think I needed to do that because we already had it in here, so I could just add it onto here. So let's go here, assets, or it would be scenes probably. Wood. There we go. Woods. Let's go to the tile map. Let's click on this. So let's probably put one, like say right here, here, and then here. So we're kind of going to expect only 4 pieces of wood. So let's save that. Let's play. Day 1, find the portal. So we come down here. So I feel like I might also make like a list up in the corner here for like objectives, and then I want to see if I can do like a button thing where you can like check it off. So like, and that could be easy because like you could like use the text for the button and you'd say that, and then once you click it, once pressed, then it queue free, so it like goes away. So I'm thinking I might do that as well, just so that the player kind of knows what to do. So when we come up here, say we grab this, we can't walk. Oh, we can. We can. Hold on. Why can we? Almost that. Why can't we walk through it? I mean, I guess if I put a maybe a collision, like a static body. Can I put a static body on here? And then a collision shape, a regular one. So then in this case I would probably want this to be a regular one as well. And then this one here we'll probably put a rectangle, so it'd be kind of like the same size as the tree, so you can click the tree anywhere. And then this one here would just be a circle, which would be down here, so we can't walk on it. And obviously we're probably going to put the static body on collision 2, so it collides with our player. So let's try this level. I guess we could just go ahead and play because we already have it in. Continue. Let's go down here. So basically, yeah, so in this scene it'll have this, so it'll tell us that we need to go collect. See, so now we shouldn't, yeah, so now we can walk around it. I need to right quickly put this on collision. Well, that needs to be on collision 2 as well, I guess. I don't know. The ordering, so it's on 6, right? So we would want that like on 7. Our player's on 6, right? Player. is on. Okay, it's on 5, so we could actually have this on 6. And it wouldn't matter. Ooh. There we go. Alright, so now, hopefully, when we play, yeah, we're behind it, but we can't walk into it. The shadow is kind of over us, but that's fine. So when we click it, it'll drop the wood, and then we left click. And then, obviously, in the port, when we left click it, it'll say 1 plus wood collected. Now, I don't think I could, I probably could, there's probably a way to where I could actually make it so it, well, no, okay, I will actually go ahead and do that. So I would actually probably would want to do this on the player, so it's constantly following the player. So let's actually bring our player scene in. So, where, okay, so the player doesn't have, okay, now I might do this where, okay, I'll do it like this, because I did say I didn't want the player to have a thing. So I guess what I could do is I'm going to open this up. I'm going to call it inventory. Oh, a node 2D, or just a regular node. Call this one inventory. Now I did say I don't want to have an inventory. I don't want to have an inventory, but I wouldn't mind having a list. So actually we could probably just rename this to list, honestly, because it's a list. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the inventory slot that I just added it in. So I'm going to take this. I'm actually going to be needing a sprite 2D on this one. So we're going to add a sprite, or we're going to add that to our sprite. So now we have our, where is it? Over here. I'll take that over here. Thank you. Make that way smaller. I'm going to come over here. I might have it in here, but at the same time, I kind of also don't want to have it in here. Maybe I can have it, like in front of the house, like here. So you can then come over here and then you can click on the button. So over here, we're gonna need about 3 buttons, and I can actually go ahead and add 2 more or 3 more sprites, so we can actually SPRIT. Let's make this background so we can make it a little more easier to read. We're gonna put this one as wood. Energy, not energizing crystal, but energy. Chris. CRYSTAL. Yes. Okay. So now, basically, up in the list, we're going to want to add a script. So let's add a script here. And basically, all we're going to do for this is we're just going to add the buttons. So let's go in here. Pressed. We're going to add to you. Connect. I mean, I could have just added it to the level, but it's fine. I'm going to do the same thing for this. Pressed. There we go. So, let's do this. This. Okay, so this first button, we're just going to say, can I just do Q free? Or, no, I think I need to do, or no, because you're pressing the button, so, can I just do Q free? I can probably do print, just so the player knows, and I'll say, collected all wood. This is for the first button. This is the wood button. Collected all wood. And then we're going to say Q free. Q free. So hopefully the button will disappear. Now I could probably actually instance Maybe there could be like another button that can say close list, but then that would kind of be, then this would actually kind of have to be a, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm thinking too hard about this. So this one here, we'll just say the same thing. So actually, let's go ahead and, or instead of energy crystal, we'll just say crystal. There we go. Now let's see if this works. So let's go into here. Let's press play. And we're getting, the more we like make this game, the more I'm like showcasing why I love buttons so much. Oh, obviously we don't have the buttons. Not bad. We do have the buttons, but they're not in their spot. So let's bring this. And then obviously we could put a check mark. I don't know if I could put a check mark here, so let's go over in here right quick and make us a check mark. How do, I think I could probably make it so it can show this. Let's go ahead and change the color to like a green. So I think I can somehow do that. I don't know yet. Because I didn't think I would go this far. So, we know this is a list, and we know this is the list that we're going to follow, but before we continue anything, I should have done this because I'm not even sure if this is actually going to work or not. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's go down here. So, it says this, and obviously we can press it, white, like that. So, say we collected all the wood, we can press it. So it all queue free. Okay. So if it all queue free, then we're gonna have to make separate. I'm gonna speed this part up because this is gonna take forever. I'm gonna fix this all up and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, so this is what I got. Basically, I just have the inventory that we had before, but I created the wood with the same script that I did with the trees. And then I just basically just went over to the inventory script here, or the inventory thing, and just instanced them in. So now, and the player has the inventory which has this on it, which, gotta move up over here so it's over the player. So now, when we go and play, hopefully this all works and it doesn't get rid of the entire thing. It shouldn't, because I have the, I have each individual area 2Ds, so each thing's to collect. So if we click this, or it's just not going to do anything. It's just not. It's just not going to do anything. But you know what? It's fine. We could just do this, so we can have collect wood, collect iron, collect crystal, and we could just do this to see. Okay, we gotta collect wood, so we'll collect wood, and then we'll just kind of bring it. I have no idea why it's not. Is it because I have... No, because I wanted it here. I wanted it on this here, because I don't want it to actually get rid of this here. That's why I did it separately here. Because I didn't want it to be on here. But now that I'm thinking about it, what if I have separate this? I don't want to work on this too much, but like this here separately on here, so we can actually click it on here, but it's separate, so it's not. Okay, I think the way I can actually go ahead and do that is if I come into here, come into here, and here, I can easily just get rid of the script here on this one. Get rid of the script on this one, and get rid of the script on this one. Same as get rid of these, and then basically just do this over there. If worst comes to worst, like I said, I'll just have it on. I'll just have it on here, just like this, with the label, and then have it just so we can just look at it every now and then. But I think it would be cool if we could be able to click it. So on here, we're gonna actually come in here. We have this done, so I probably would want to come down here and click this. Go to node, click on this. Input mouse, click on this and this, so it's in here. Now see, the thing is I'm scared of is if I click on this, will it get rid of the entire inventory, or will it get rid of just this one here? So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do it on here, and just do it on the one, so if it does mess anything up, then I can just get rid of it all. Get rid of everything and just have like I was planning on before. So let's go in here. Let's open this up. Collect wood. Collect wood. Collect iron. Collect. It's not working. It's not working at all. I don't know why it's not working. Now. Oh. That's why it's not working. It would have worked. Okay, let's, can I just do this? Thank you. And then do this. And then do this. And then go back to here and do script. Get rid of this. Save. So this is fine. This is fine. This is fine, and this is fine. Because the thing I forgot to do was to Q3, and you guys are probably screaming at me. I'm screaming at myself right now, because that's the reason why it's not working. Q3, and then Q3. So, and I think it might actually work this way because, like I said, I have them separate and separately, and they're just on here, which I don't have it in anything to do with Q3 on the inventory, so the inventory shouldn't disappear. I have it instance on here, so it's like here. So when you go in here, and I have it in here, so when you go in here, press play now, it should, because where I put in the free function. So let's, why is it not? It went away. Go. Add. E. Okay, let me go into the here and let me see if I actually have it still. Okay, E. Okay. I must have went back too far. I don't know. Right. Now let's try, since I have the E thing in here. So now when I put that on, anything is possible when you put your mind to it. And then we can also then just go back. And then, yeah. So that is actually, I'm really glad that worked. Alright, now since we have that done, we have the wood collected. So that's actually, I actually really like that, because now instead of it being in the world somewhere, it's on the player. So I think that's actually pretty cool. So basically in this scene, all we gotta do is collect wood, collect iron, and collect crystals. So basically in this scene, I'm going to put over a tile map. I'm going to click on U, go to ground, and we're going to actually put, nope, that, we don't want it to be, so maybe, no, this one, here we go. And then this is going to come over here to where I'm going to have a, I should probably make like a little box here, huh? We're still going to see this here, but we're not going to be able to walk over to it. So, like for instance, if I load up this world, we have, come down here, and then we have our objectives. So that's actually really cool. I'm excited for it. So when we come over here, it will, like, we'll stop before the camera does, or whatever. Like, the camera will keep going, see? But we're going to stop right here. So the camera shows over here. As you can see, the camera shows this side. So we want this side to look nice, like it's a continuation of the land. So, and there's that, and it's the same thing for up over here. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to actually go ahead and grab this. We're going to do a collision shape. And we're gonna do the world boundary since, and we're gonna do it like this since it's gonna be up. Because watch, when we go ahead and instance it into the world, we're going to want level to 2 or something like that. For this, because where it's over all of this, and we're not actually gonna bang into it from here or anywhere over here, because where this is further back, we can actually go ahead and, where is it? Here. We can go ahead and just put it here. We want it actually a little bit further in. So once we come over here, it'll bring us to our level 2, which is pretty simple script. All you got to do is create your script, and then of course we got our level 2 here. So all we're going to do is we're going to do body entered, and then we're going to say, do I have a hold on, do I have, I do. So that would be player 1. So over here we're going to say if body dot is in group player 1 get tree dot change scene to file, and we're going to do, if it's here, level 2. Level 2. So there we go. So now, we can go ahead and get rid of that. So now when we come over in here, press play, we can go down here, and I might actually go ahead and do this in the next episode. I don't know. I don't know what to call this episode though, because we didn't really do much. This here is where the portal is going to be. We didn't work on the portal. We are working on the portal. We're just working on materials to get the portal. So it's probably definitely going to be in a bunch of parts. Like this whole entire thing of the portal is going to be, if you know what I mean. I feel like I'm just talking right now. But you're going to come up here, and then it's going to, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Works every time. I always keep forgetting to put the level, the collision layer on level 2. So that we can come over here, we can collect our wood. Like that is what I mean. I mean, it's fine if you want to left click to see the animation of a drop, that's fine. If you want to right click to just collect it, it's fine. And then when we're done, we could just be like, okay, we collected wood. And I'll do the same thing for the next time, but I think I'm going to shorten it and just have it as collect iron, collect, so it's kind of like similar. I might have, well, yeah, because I am going to create a different character. Like, I've got to, because I mean, it's the same character that we're playing as, but to make this go to other scenes in future, it's just easier to use the use different characters that obviously look the same, but they interact with other things. I don't know. Might take a while, but as you see, it worked because we had to put it on layer 2. So this is what we got so far. We did fix it up a little bit. We do have the pond over here. I forgot to fill it in. Alright, so we have our new improved pond. A little smaller because, I mean, I did make it quite big. It would take forever just to get across the map. We've got some pathways here. This one we're going to do in the next episode. Obviously, we do have this here, but it's going to take a whole other episode just um, to work on this section here. So this is going to be, so there's going to be definitely a few parts, but this is going to be part 1 for the for making the portal. So yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to end the episode here. So we're going to come up here. The next episode, we are going to create the mine. It's basically like a mine. It's going to be, well, over here, it's going to be where the energy crystal. So it's not going to be a mine. It's just going to be a cave with the mine in it. On how this game is going to progress, I'm actually pretty excited. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Also check out my main channel, my second channel, and my third channel, all linked down in the description. And yeah, love you guys. Peace.